I was 10 when it happened, and to this day I still don't know how much of it was real, or if it was all real. Back then, we lived in a narrow 2-story house with creaky floors and a backyard that backed right into a line of woods. My parents always said the trees were beautiful, but I hated them. I always felt like something was watching from between the trunks. It was late fall when things started feeling off. The air in the house turned cold in strange pockets, like you walk from one room to another and feel like you stepped into a freezer. My dog, Baxter, stopped going near the stairs. He'd growl at them, low and steady, like someone was standing there invisible to the rest of us. One night my parents went to a dinner party across town, and my older cousin Sam came over to watch me. He was cool, let me stay up late, eat whatever I wanted. We were in the living room watching a movie when the front door creaked. Not slammed, not opened, just creaked, like pressure was pushing on it from the outside. Sam paused the movie and looked at me. "Did you lock the door?" I nodded. I had. I was sure of it. He got up to check anyway. The door was still locked, but he frowned and peered out through the peephole. "Probably the wind," he muttered, but he didn't sound convinced. A few minutes later, we heard thudding upstairs. Slow, heavy steps. Sam muted the TV. We both stared up at the ceiling, holding our breath. "No one's up there, right?" he asked. I shook my head. "No. Just us." He told me to stay put and grabbed a flashlight from the kitchen drawer. The house was silent as he climbed the stairs, the beam of light jittering against the wall. I waited. Minutes passed. Nothing. Then I heard him call out, "Very funny." I stood up. "What? You change clothes fast." I blinked. "I'm down here." Silence. I ran to the bottom of the stairs. "Sam?" He didn't answer right away. When he finally appeared at the top, his face was pale, the flashlight trembling in his hand. "I saw someone." "I saw you." "No, you didn't." We searched the house together, room by room, closet by closet. Nothing. The windows were all locked, the doors were still bolted. But something felt wrong, like the shadows stretched too far, like the silence was full of breath. That night, I barely slept. I left the lights on, so did Sam. A few weeks later, when I was home alone after school, it happened again. I was in the kitchen when I heard footsteps upstairs. This time they were faster. I called out, thinking maybe Sam had stopped by. No answer. The steps grew louder, then the sound stopped, directly above me. I crept into the hallway and looked up the staircase. At the top stood me. Not a mirror, not a dream. Me. Same pajamas, same socks, same wide-eyed stare, but something was off. The smile it wore didn't reach its eyes. Its head tilted just slightly, like it was confused I was still downstairs. Then it turned and walked into my room. I ran out of the house without grabbing my coat, barefoot, and didn't stop until I reached the neighbor's porch. They called my parents. They didn't believe me, of course, said it was stress, an overactive imagination. But Sam believed me. He never came back to that house. We moved the next year. My dad got a new job in another state. New house, new town. But sometimes, when it's quiet and the air turns suddenly cold, I wonder if it found me again. Because sometimes I wake up and my closet door is open, and I always close it.